Today's story takes us back to the ancient court of Magadha, into a rivalry of strategy, timing, and the quiet brilliance of Chanakya. Not just the strategist who built empires, but the thinker who understood when to accept and when to wait. Watch till the end, because the twist is not about the gift itself, but what accepting it too soon would have cost. The palace was alive that morning. Carpets unrolled, guards readjusted their armor, and courtiers straightened their robes with nervous precision. A messenger had arrived, carrying an item wrapped in silk, sealed with the royal emblem of the king himself. Word spread quickly. The king had sent a gift to Chanakya. Ministers whispered among themselves. Was this a reward for loyalty? A recognition of service? Or a quiet attempt to bind the strategist closer to the throne? The package reached Chanakya's quarters, a ceremonial cloth embroidered with gold threads, shimmering like captured light. The kind of fabric reserved only for kings, heirs, and those the crown wished to influence. The messenger bowed and stepped back. Chanakya lifted the cloth only enough to recognize its value, then carefully folded it again. He placed it in a wooden box, locked it, and said nothing. Days turned to weeks. Weeks turned to seasons. The gift remained untouched. Courtiers speculated endlessly. Some said Chanakya was plotting. Some believed he felt insulted. Others claimed the gift was too precious even for him to wear. But the king, observant, intelligent, and curious, said nothing. Instead, he watched. Because gifts, he knew, were never just gifts. They were signals, currency, sometimes chains. Months later, a grand council was called. The kingdom debated a critical decision, one that would determine alliances, strategies, and futures. Every minister tried to predict Chanakya's stance. Would he support the king? Challenge him? Stand neutral? The king had not forgotten the cloth. He wondered why the acceptance was silent. Incomplete. Chanakya arrived at the court carrying the same sealed wooden box. He approached the king, bowed respectfully, and placed the box before him. Courtiers leaned in, whispering. What did this mean? Had he rejected the king's gesture? Was this the beginning of conflict? The king opened the box. Inside lay the cloth, untouched, uncreased, unaltered, as radiant as the day it was delivered. The king looked up, his eyes searching for an explanation. Chanakya finally spoke. He said, "Maharaj, your gift is priceless, but I could not accept it when it arrived, not because I did not value you, but because I valued clarity more." The court fell silent. A gift accepted too early becomes a debt, and debts influence decisions. I needed to stand before this council today free of obligation, so that my judgment, my words, and my counsel remain unbiased. Now, after clarity of direction and purpose has emerged, I am ready to accept your generosity based purely on respect, not expectation. The king closed the box gently. There was no offense in his eyes, only admiration, because he understood what Chanakya had protected. Not pride, not ego, but freedom, independence of mind. The ministers realized something powerful that day. There are gifts that warm the heart, and there are gifts that twist the arm. Accepting too quickly can bind the decision-maker before decisions are needed. Accepting too late can insult the giver. But accepting at the right moment preserves both relationship and autonomy. Chanakya received the cloth only after the council ended, when the outcome no longer depended on his loyalty, but on his principles. And as he folded the cloth over his arm, he said something that would echo for centuries. A gift is a chain if accepted too early. Why does this matter today? Because sometimes we accept opportunities before we understand their price. We say yes to favors before recognizing the expectations attached. We rush to build relationships when patience could have built respect. Timing does not just shape outcomes. It shapes motives. It separates clarity from confusion. And it ensures your decisions remain your own, not someone else's investment. If you found value in this story, subscribe to Vantage Aditya. There are more ancient strategies that shape modern decisions, and sometimes all it takes is one sentence at the right time to change how you move through the world. Stay sharp. Choose when to accept. And remember, freedom isn't just earned, it's protected.